Kennington drill rapper Loski, most famous for his association to Harlem Spartans, has today been convicted of firearm charges. The police said in a statement that the jury heard in the trial how fascinated Loski was with firearms and also gang lifestyle. And they said on his phone they found numerous Google searches for firearms and also ammunition in the months prior to his arrest. It was only a few weeks ago he appeared on Kenny All-Star's Mixtape Madness, performing a freestyle for a Christmas special. But in 2 days he will be sentenced for this conviction.
Gang, still anything get buzzed. Most of been touched. We don't want these apart.
The prosecution said this was a case involving firearms violence and gang disputes in South London, and a jury on the 4th of January found the 23-year-old, whose real name is Gerald O'Connor, guilty of possession of a loaded revolver. The conviction is part of a 3-year investigation led by Detective Constable Andy Snazell from the Metropolitan Police's Crime Command. The judge and jury heard that Loski was a prominent member of a South London gang who was involved in ongoing disputes with other gangs in Brixton. On the 9th of April 2019, Loski was getting into an Uber car under a false name, and unarmed officers stopped him and the vehicle on St Andrews Road in Westbury. Police searched the vehicle and found a small black sock and something inside it underneath the front passenger seat. This is where O'Connor had been sitting. Inside the sock was the black loaded revolver. He was arrested on suspicion of being in possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life. He was charged on the 10th of April 2019 with possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life and possession of prohibited ammunition. Forensic analysis of the firearm confirmed that it was a Flobert caliber 4mm, and it looks like a very small gun, but it's actually very popular, and police recover these guns all the time. His DNA was found on the loading face of the cylinder, and this is the covered part of the firearm, and it wouldn't be accessible without somebody opening it, so this was part of the prosecution's evidence to secure the conviction. Loski denied the charge and said that he was forced to hold the gun by a drug dealer who made threats to him and his mother's life. The jury rejected this and did not believe the defence. The police said that he was originally stopped that day to be questioned in relation to events that led to the death of his friend Latwan Griffiths, who was killed in July 2018. Latwan was fatally stabbed in an attempted shooting on a rival gang. They said that Loski's DNA was found on a man bag that Latwan had wore at the scene of his murder, and officers also found his fingerprints on a reversible latex glove with gunshot residue on it. So this was them trying to connect Loski to being at the scene with Latwan, so potentially being involved in the ride-out, and that was the evidence that the police believed they had before they arrested him for the firearm. He hasn't faced any conviction for anything to do with any weapons at the scene of Latwan's death, and nobody has ever been convicted of killing Latwan either. Latwan, aka Lats, was 18 years old when he was killed. He was from Southwark and he was murdered on July the 27th, 2018. A witness said that the moped rider was telling Latwan to hold on, but he couldn't hold on and collapsed and was found in the Camberwell area. The police never found out where he was originally stabbed. Following Loski's trial, the detective in charge of the case said, "This has been a trying and challenging case with lots of twists and turns. I'm pleased that the jury have convicted him and he is guilty of these crimes. I have no doubt that O'Connor and his gang associates would have used the revolver in the future, and I'm glad that we've got this weapon off the street." So this is a breaking news story coming from Croydon Crown Court, and we'll definitely update you on Friday when he's sentenced in relation to this case. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and check out previous coverage on Harlem Spartans on the channel for anything to do with this story.